Hello and welcome to On the Couch with Steve, a podcast where we help you navigate the often complex world of buying and selling real estate here in Ipswich and the surrounding areas. I'm Steve Athanates. I'm the owner of NG Real Estate here in Ipswich and a couple of other places. I'm joined today by a great friend, Matthew Taylor Farrington from Purple Bunny Marketing.
Yes.
Hello, Matthew.
You got that out and correct in the right order.
Yes, so, very good.
Yes.
I'm on fire today. Now, of course, what we're talking about today, you're going to ask me some questions about what's happened in the Ipswich real estate market for the month of May.
Yes, we want to get a bit of a wrap of what's happening. So, and obviously we're now a little bit into June because we obviously moved the recording for the RBA announcement, which we're just waiting to hear what's going on.
Yes, exactly. So
we might talk May and see how June's tracking, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
All right. So May, what did we find? What are we seeing? What's listing? What are we selling? How's those numbers looking?
Yeah, look, the market continues to remain extremely buoyant. For the month of May, we listed 55 properties.
Yep.
So not quite 2 a day. So that's our goal, is we're always sort of trying to get 2 a day. So 55 for the month of May. We did sell 63.
Yeah, right.
So we made 2 a day in terms of sales. For the people at home, that equates to $49 million worth of Ipswich real estate traded hands for NGU for the month of May. So, yeah, that's very exciting.
Yes.
Congratulations to my staff. You are killing it.
Yes.
But,
and congratulations to the buyers and sellers.
Exactly right. So we've got some really happy sellers, achieved some great prices, and obviously some very, very happy buyers to get into the market.
Yep.
Because as we've discussed, the market just keeps on going up.
Yeah. I actually read something the other day that the government put out about the market. They're predicting in the next 5 years could even double what we're seeing now. And I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little scary if you're not in the market.
Yeah.
Every incentive is there for you to buy. The more you buy, the more you make, really,
yes.
Isn't it? When it's going up 3% a quarter, effectively that equates to 12% per annum.
Yep.
You can't get it in the bank. Hard to get it in the share market. If you do, it can be a little volatile.
Yes.
Whereas the housing market is rock solid.
Yeah, definitely.
Safe as houses.
Yes.
Nice
pun. Okay, so that was the buying and selling. What are we seeing in the renting space? Because obviously we've seen a bit of movement in the past, and in the past I know it's been historically, we've seen reports of people queuing for properties and all that sort of stuff. Are we seeing anything improving in that space?
Look, I think the government often paints a really dire picture of it.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Well, here in Ipswich, it's not as bad as it's portrayed nationally and in the media.
Yep.
But without question, it's a sad state of affairs, and some people are really struggling, so that's not good.
Correct.
Here in Ipswich, we rented 11 properties for the month of May.
Yep.
We did put on 14 new managements, so 14 new properties that can be rented out to the good folk of Ipswich.
Yep.
So we're constantly always adding our stock levels. So we would average probably between 10 and 15 a month. We would add every single month.
Yes.
So over the course of a year, it's somewhere between 120 and 160 new managements come into our business. So we're quite a large company. So at the end of the day, there is plenty of opportunity. If you're looking for a rental, call our office, jump on the our website, have a look, and I'm sure there's something there for you.
Yep. Yeah, perfect. I guess, obviously going back to the buying and selling, and we've now come into June, what are we seeing heading into June? How are we faring? Have we seen anything slow? Have we seen people waiting for RBA announcements? Have we seen people just continuing to list and sell?
Yeah, look, I would say stock levels, we talk about this a lot. Stock levels are really low. They're about 45% below where they would traditionally be.
Yep.
So we're talking nearly half as many listings as we should have.
Yes.
So stock levels continue to remain really tight. There is some good stock coming to market, and if you do come to market, our average days on market, generally speaking, is a lot of our houses, 85%, I would say, we sell within 7 to 14 days of coming to market.
Yeah,
so if you come to market, you're correctly priced, you advertise, you use a professional company, i.e. NG Real Estate.
Yes.
Okay.
At the various locations.
Yeah, at our 6 locations, you tend to get a result, and you tend to get it quite
Quick.
quickly.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I guess one of the biggest anxiety points for a seller
Yes.
is when you put your house on the market, you're thinking, oh God, what if this doesn't sell?
Yes.
Do you mean we've potentially invested money in marketing, we've trusted an agent, we've gone out on a limb. What if it doesn't sell? You know, what do we do then?
Yes.
Very rare
Yep.
that a property is not selling. The only thing that would stop a property from selling in this market is if you are overpriced.
Yes.
So even in a very buoyant market and what we would describe as a seller's market,
Yes.
you can still overprice.
Yes.
And if you overprice, just like in any market, if it's too dear, it's too dear.
Yeah,
It's
people aren't going
too
to
dear.
buy.
That's
Correct.
right. They just
Yeah.
won't buy it. So this market, particularly educated, so many resources available to the buyer to obviously ascertain market values. We're starting to see, and this is probably one of the interesting points, starting to see a lot more companies, including ourselves, starting to do some auctions.
Yes.
So auctions are starting to come back into vogue again. So stay tuned. I think you'll see more and more auctions coming into play,
Yep.
which hasn't traditionally been our market.
Yep.
Most of our properties are sold. Very few are sold with a listed price, which is negotiable.
Yes.
Most of them are offers over.
Yep.
So we're telling a market that we will, you know, let's say it's offers over 599.
Yep.
We're only considering offers that are 600,000
above.
and above.
Yep.
And it's not uncommon that prices could go 10% above our guide price.
Yes.
And the other really popular style of selling that you see at the moment is for sale, no price.
Yep.
Okay, huge in Brisbane, has become quite popular here in Ipswich where there is no price.
Yep.
And agents will give you a price indicator based on comparable sales which have
Yes.
occurred in and around that property.
Yep.
But the new, latest, greatest strategy being unveiled, auction.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yes. Yeah, I actually was catching up with John the other week from Brisbane West, and he was talking to
Yeah,
me
John's doing a few.
about that. Yeah.
So that's our Brisbane West office located in Forest Lake.
Yes.
So yeah, John's done a couple of successful auctions himself. I think
Yep.
he's auctioned 3 properties. One went over reserve, but the sellers didn't sell, even
Yep.
though it was over reserve.
Yes.
And 2 that sold under the hammer, well over reserve price.
Yep.
So the market is very strong. So again, if you're a seller, consider an auction as a strategy.
Yes.
Very, very successful.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. And we've got to stay tuned. You're going to give us some more on that in the future.
Yeah, we'll talk more about what happens with auctions.
Yes.
I've got a couple coming up myself. Myself and my son are doing an auction on a property in Alice Street in Silkstone. We're coming up on the 30th of June.
Yep.
I've got another auction on a big property, an acreage property in Carolee.
Yep.
That's coming up. So you'll start to see, like I said, more and more properties coming to auction. I just signed up one yesterday, which will come to market in Springfield Lakes.
Okay.
Again, we'll take that one to auction.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah,
Okay.
more and more auction properties.
Yeah. Nice. And you're getting out there with the gavel and
No, I am a licensed auctioneer, but I tend to leave that to
give it to someone else.
someone else.
to
Yeah,
do it.
that's probably more of their specialty. I just prefer to sell.
Yes, definitely. All right. And I guess just to wrap it up, what are you seeing going into July and the second half of the year? What are your predictions? Where do you think things? You think things are going to continue? Are we going to see what we're seeing now?
Well, we
what
can't
are
see
you
anything,
kind of think?
we can't see anything stopping it.
Yes.
So there's no real economic trends or indicators that would suggest it's going to stop.
Yep.
We'll see what obviously happens with interest rates today.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens there. I don't think interest rates are going to go up.
Yes.
There is still some talk they may come down.
Yep.
No one really knows.
Yes.
But if interest rates go down, house prices will go up.
Yep.
So again, if you're thinking about buying, never been a better time than now.
Yes.
Buy now. In 3 months' time, you will be 3% richer than you were today.
Yep.
And it's by default. You don't actually have to do anything.
Yeah.
Just buy something.
Easiest way to make money.
Easiest way, no risk.
Yes.
Buy today. Buy through NGU.
100%. All right. Well, that's everything from me. That's all I had.
All right, mate. Well, thank you so much.
That's okay.
Hopefully we've brought the Ipswich market up to date with what's happening in their area.
Yes.
So, once again, thank you to Matthew Taylor Farrington from Purple Bunny Marketing. You've
Not
been
a problem.
exceptional as always.
Yes.
Now, guys, if you've enjoyed what you've heard today, feel free to send us in questions, ask us, make any comments you like, subscribe to the link below. Obviously, it's been a pleasure being with you once again. If you'd like to see more of what we're talking about here on The Couch with Steve, join us for our next episode.